And happy Monday. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
hey.
you. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing today? And welcome to LatinoLandia episode 3. I am your host, Nelson.
And I am your co-host, Freddy.
And our third member, our host is.
Yanira.
How's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining us on our episode 3 again. It's Monday. It's a beginning of a new week, right?
Yeah.
So if this is your first time, guess what? Welcome. We appreciate your support. And let me tell you about why we started LatinoLandia. First, there's 60 million people here in California and United States as well. Guess what? We want more voices out there. So what is LatinoLandia?
Well, sorry, guys. Still dealing from last week's events. LatinoLandia is a video virtual podcast where you, our audience, can have direct interaction with us, take part in our games. That's exactly what we are. You know, Latinos like to involve people in our culture, in our religion, in our food, in everything we do it together. You know, so this is exactly what we're gonna do it. But how are we gonna do it?
Well, one big thing is you guys, the audience, are part of this podcast as well. We wanted to communicate with you guys. You'll be able to ask us questions, send us emojis, talk to us directly very well all the time. So you are a big part of this podcast because we want your opinion as well. Your opinion matters. And like always, you're comfortable at your very own home.
Now, you need to understand, if you're going to be part of this, you're going to be part of our Latino culture. We do this with some spice, you know. We don't have normal conversations. We have conversations where that are, you know, probably not pleasant at times, but also it's fun, but it's going to be controversial. But at the same time, we're saying this from our Latinos perspective. That's how we have our conversations. That's how we do things.
Right. And like I said, we want you guys involved. And some of these topics are serious. Some of them are going to be more funny, but we want you involved. So like Freddie said, we will have some fun. And if you've watched the first 2 episodes, we introduced you guys to a game called Loteria. But wait, today we're going to change it up.
We're not doing that
We're
today?
not doing no.
Jesus.
You get to rest, Freddy.
Or do I?
Well, maybe. So we're going to introduce you to a new game called 100 Latinos Said. And it's a version of Family Feud, but it's what 100 Latinos said. As you can see, there's a format. And guess what, guys? You guys get to debate whether it's Team Freddy right here or Team Nelson.
The winning team, baby.
You ready to lose?
No, baby. This time I'm taking it home.
Did you wear your lucky underwear today?
So, Nelson.
I guess not, right? I guess not. All right, guys, if you want to help us out, and like I said, we want you guys involved. So if you want to choose to be on Freddy's side, go ahead and
Switch over to my side.
switch to his side. If you want to switch to Team Team Nelson, switch on my side. And we do have some members already. I don't know if she's here already, but my members are going to be team for Nelson. It's going to be Kiki and Maggie. Anybody else wants to go ahead and join? Anybody of your members are?
Oh, so my member is my brother George.
Okay.
And then also my secret weapon Michelle is on my side.
All right, Michelle, where are you,
And
Michelle?
whoever wants to join on my side as well, come on over.
Team Nelson. We already got 3 members for Freddie. So what's the bet?
How about we do this?
Something simple. Let's go light.
We'll do something simple, something light. I challenge you, or for the loser
Okay.
gets to eat an habanero without water, gets to chew on that for 3 minutes, you say?
3 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. So, deal. So, on Friday, guys, we'll go live once again. The loser will do a habanero or a jalapeno.
No, habanero. Listen.
Habanero?
Yeah.
It's hotter? All right.
Yeah.
A habanero.
Don't back down.
Okay, I'm not. And let's get your buzzers off. I'll stick to my winning members. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, Maggie, for joining us. And on Freddie's side, we got Michelle. And who's that? That is George, correct?
George,
Okay.
yep.
All right. And if your buzzers are ready, moderator, we're ready. Nice.
So we asked 100 Latinos things you might do in bed.
So I got buzz
Nelson,
in
your
bed.
team goes first.
Yep.
I won.
Yeah, yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
you won the first buzzer.
All right. Sex.
So you're-
Is it up there?
Let's see. Is it up there?
Come on, sex. There you
Oh,
go.
number 2.
Cool. All right. Team member Kiki, go ahead. We're choosing this one.
Go ahead, Kiki. What's another thing that you might do in bed?
I'm gonna go with the basic sleep.
Right.
Sleep. Is sleep up there?
Come on, sleep.
Oh, you guys got number 1. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. All right, Maggie, you're up next.
All right, Maggie. What is something that you might do in bed?
I'm gonna say watch TV.
Is watch TV up there? Oh, you guys are okay. 3-0.
right.
3-0.
Okay. So
All right, we're going back to Nelson. Nelson,
worry,
go
team.
ahead. Another thing that you might do in bed.
I know Latinos like to eat in bed. How about eat?
Okay. Is eat up there? Ooh, first strike.
Eat, man. All right.
Okay, Kiki, we're going back to you. What's another thing that you might do in bed?
Cuddle with your partner.
Okay, cuddle.
Cuddle.
Okay.
All right.
Is cuddling up there?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Maggie, for the win, what is one thing you might do in bed?
Be on your phone.
Be on your phone. Is be on your phone up there? Eh. All right, last one. Hey, Team Freddy, you guys can steal this game, so you guys start thinking about that one. Number 5.
All right.
Nelson, what is one thing you might do in bed? Your last chance, buddy.
Gossip with your partner. Chismear.
Is gossip with your partner there? Ooh. All right, Freddy.
All right.
You needed a comeback, so here it is.
All right. I'm gonna say. Sorry, team, but lounge around.
Is lounge around there? Nelson, your team takes this one.
Love you guys.
Sorry,
Love
team.
you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
All right, let's see what number 5 was.
Read.
Read. Womp womp. Maggie, you should have known that one.
Puras fire. Puras fire. All
All
right.
right. Remember, if you know Family Feud or 100 Latinos dijeron, this is a double round, meaning the points are doubled. So, Freddy, you can actually,
Still take
have a
this one?
comeback.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
So, question is, naming time people scream while having fun. Freddy. Okay. He's
right.
getting quick with those fingers. Okay. Go ahead, Freddy.
A lot of practice. What's it called? Yeah. So when your favorite song is on.
When your favorite song is on, is that up there? When you go to a concert, yes, it is up there. Okay, Freddie, you got 15 points. This round is yours.
All right. Let's go with George.
George, the question is, name a time people scream while having fun.
I'll say on a roller coaster.
On roller coaster. I mean, is roller coaster up there? Ooh, number 1. Okay. Michelle, am I right?
Yep. Michelle.
Okay, Michelle, you're up. Name a time people scream
party.
while having fun.
At a party.
At a party. We asked you Latinos, is at a party up there? No.
What do you mean? No, we all scream at a party.
Well, not that type of screaming. So, Freddie, here we go again. Name a time people scream while having fun.
When you win something, when you win a raffle,
Okay. When you win something.
winning.
Nelson's team, get ready to steal it.
Real quick, team, if you have a good answer, let me know with an emoji. All right, I don't have to say this.
George?
I trust you guys.
George, last chance. Naming time people scream while having fun. 3 seconds.
I guess sex.
Sex. Is sex up there?
you
Ooh,
go.
last one. Okay, he saved you on that one. All right, Michelle. Name a time people scream while having fun.
At a club?
At a club. Is that a club up there?
All right, team. Maggie, was I correct seeing the emoji? You have an answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
When you go to like a game, like a football game, basketball
A
game.
game. Is a sporting event up there? Oh, number 2.
All right.
That was
Hey.
double. That was double, Freddie. So
Technically, I won.
technically, you're winning.
All right, one more game.
Last round. This one's a triple points. So that means you get 3 times the points.
All right. All right, guys, come on. We got one more round.
All right, get your buzzers ready.
Go for it.
Let me finish the question and then you hit the buzzer.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. Name a common excuse for being late at work. Freddie,
All
go
right.
ahead, take a shot.
Traffic.
Traffic. That's always my excuse. Is traffic up there? Number 1.
Too easy.
Let's see if you can keep it.
All right.
All right, George. Name a common excuse for being late at work.
Alarm clock didn't go off.
Alarm clock didn't go off. So overslept. Is overslept there? Ooh, number 2. Nelson? Michelle. Name a common excuse for being late at work.
Car problems.
Car problems. Okay, is car problems up there? Si en Latino dijeron que no. Freddie, we're going back to you. Name a
Kids.
common kids?
Yeah.
Okay, because of your kids.
You blame the little kids.
Is kids up there? You see, you shouldn't blame the kids. The kids are always right.
All
Okay.
George.
George, for the please try to help Freddie. A common excuse for being late at work. Three seconds.
Having breakfast.
For what?
Breakfast.
Eh,
No. No,
time's up.
All right, team. If you have an answer, let me know. If not, I think I got
So-
one.
Nelson's team for the steal, for the win.
Kiki, all right, go for it, girl. I trust you.
Name a common excuse for being late at work. Kiki, remember, it's not your excuse for being at work.
What have you used that cape?
Oh God. No, I'm just kidding. A doctor's appointment.
Doctor's appointment. Okay, is doctor's appointment up there? Eh,
All right. So what's the total here? Because there's only 3 games, right?
no, we
There's one more?
have a bonus
Oh,
round.
there's a bonus round.
This means all or nothing.
All right, guys.
But Freddie's team doesn't have any points. Don't we? Like,
Technically, that's true.
Hey, he can come back for the steal.
just saying.
Technically,
I don't know why
Maggie,
people
you are
don't do that.
100%
They're
correct.
giving me room to win here. I guess that's.
You know, if he wins, we'll split the habanero and go half and half. Because technically, he didn't win no rounds. All right, just letting you guys know. All right, bonus round. So how does that work? Same thing, buzzer. Oh, all right. Hold on. Never mind.
Let's go ahead and see number 3 and 4.
Car problems. I know it's car problems.
Car accidents. That's a lot. That happens a lot in LA, you know.
No, that was my guess, but you know.
And number 4.
What is it?
Delay
Public
in public
transportation.
transportation.
Puras fallas. Puras fallas. All right. So what's our total so far?
303.
All right.
Round.
Last round. Buzzers again. Here we go.
Okay, so le preguntamos a 100 Latinos. And the question is,
You paused.
name a reason you might not respond to a text. Freddy.
Driving.
Driving. Is driving up there? No.
No, it wasn't?
No.
All right.
Let's go, Nelson. Give it a try.
Technically, I should have won, but okay. Reasons. Can you repeat the question real quick?
Reasons why you might not respond to a text.
In a meeting. Busy at work.
Okay,
In a
that's a good
meeting.
one. And 100 Latinos dijeron.
That's an.
Can anybody
No.
from our team members guess?
Yeah, they can go ahead and give
All
it
right.
a try.
Anybody send an emoji and give it a
Busy.
try.
You got stuff to do. You're busy, man. You can't respond.
All right, busy. Maggie said busy.
Is busy up there?
Michelle?
Last try.
You're on. Is your mic on?
Kiki, you have a response?
No, hold up. Michelle's responding.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Because you're sleeping. It's because you're sleeping up there. Okay.
Kiki, save yourself. Let's go with George and Kiki. One more. 1-1. Kiki. Oh, okay. Repeat the question real quick.
Name a reason you might not respond to a text.
Oh. What are the answers that are up there? I can't see anything.
There's only one.
There's only one.
And nobody's got it.
Your phone died?
Your phone died. Is your phone died up there? All right,
All right,
George.
last
chance.
person.
Take it, brother.
Yes, you're too lazy.
Lazy. Because you're lazy is that up there.
No.
Okay, so what is number 1?
Let's see here. You forgot. Wah, wah, wah. Puras fallas. Puras fallas. All right, let's look at the point totals. Let's see how that goes.
Did I win?
All right. I guess they're saying Freddie didn't win one round, but because we did not win,
No,
I
Freddie
got
got
the
the triple
triples.
question.
so technically I lost, guys. But
Likewise, my team wins. There we go.
Maggie and Kiki, thank you very much for participating. We technically won, but we'll take the loss right now. So if you
George,
want to see,
Michelle.
He got the one with the triple points.
George,
no,
Michelle,
he didn't
thank
even
you
answer
so
this
much.
correctly. He just
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not watch 100 Latinos dijeron or?
This is a new version.
No.
All right. Thank you guys for following the game. Hope you guys like it. In 2 weeks, we'll play again. We'll have some prizes as well for the audience member as well. If you want to watch me eat a habanero or jalapeno on Friday, follow LatinoLandia on Instagram _podcast. Make sure you are doing YouTube as a subscriber as well, and on Facebook. We're on all 3. So thank you guys for participating. And now,
Yeah, let me bring
you want to gloat? All right, guys. So why are we here? Let's have a conversation. You ready?
What do you want to talk about, brother?
Well, I was going to talk about the sex pill. I was going to talk about the sex pill that, is almost being approved. But, however, we might talk about it later, but we're not going to talk about that today. Unfortunately, this morning I received a text, and I do have another business. I have a restaurant, and it was broken into. Our first sponsor was Caveman Kitchen, and our second sponsor was Maria Mariscos as well. And that one was broken into. We saw some footage. We can't really confirm what happened, but it looks like it was two Hispanics. And then I keep seeing on social media how people are carjacking. They're going into homes. Crime is really, really high. And I really wanted to rant today. I really wanted to go off, but it was a long day. Nothing really happened. Thank God everybody was safe. Number one priority. But ever since the virus, I know we had some tough times. Things are opening up. I just don't understand why there's so much stealing. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of factors here, including, laws and stuff. But there's jobs out there, guys. There's jobs. The hospitality industry has a bunch of jobs. You can see it everywhere. It's hiring. Yet people don't want to work. I don't know why. And we are hiring as well. But people are going out and stealing instead. And I just don't get
looting,
it.
And,
And I don't know if it's just me or not, but I hear stories everywhere where you can't even carry change. Like I said, there was carjacking. People on social media are really going after. And even, like I said, at their own homes. They're pretending they're UPS. They're pretending a lot of things. And I don't get it. And I don't know if it's a Latino thing or what's going on, but that's the topic I want to talk about just briefly today. Why are people just lazy right now?
No, this is a huge topic, right? So you can think about that, people are probably lazy. People just want to get an easy life and just get money and that's it, right?
Right.
But some studies that I was doing, it's, like the social inequality.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the income inequality, and then also the justice system. There's people who, were in jail for a couple of years, and then now they come out, they want to get a job, but now they're labeled as people who were caught in the wrong activities, and now people that are hiring, they see that and they're like, oh, we can't hire you. So they might want to change their life around, but then the society, the system, the justice system has put them in that predicament. I'm not saying that all are like that, but
Okay.
I'm saying that, by us increasing probably police force and stuff like that, that doesn't solve the issue that's happening. And that's why people are also just being desperate.
I understand that point, but I just think people are lazy. Honestly, 100% people have gotten lazier. They don't want to work hard. People want to start something easy, and that's what they want. And I hate that because it takes hard to run a business. People that have businesses, it's hard work. And like I said, I've placed ads where people want cash. They only want to work a certain number of hours, and they don't want to do the job necessary to move up in life. So that's my standpoint right now. Maybe I'm upset or whatever, but people are lazy.
If you notice, a lot of them are young kids.
Okay.
They don't want to work.
Okay.
Easy life.
Okay.
They've been beating up older people,
Okay.
stealing parts from the cars. Of course, breaking into business, like you said, homes, and they have a future, but they're just too lazy.
So is it we're raising lazy kids? Is that what it is?
I think everything had to do with COVID as well. It just starts at home, of course, but it also has to do with COVID.
All right, real quick before we continue, Paulina says, I blame the government. How so, Paulina? And guys, free feel to ask us questions or make statements, okay? So it's just not us three, but go ahead. Paulina, how do you feel blaming the government? Here's my thing. I see a lot of people giving out stuff. I don't see kids earning a lot of things. I really don't.
No.
So, like I
Everything's
said,
being, fed to them, basically.
right. So if everything is given to you, why go out and work, right? Money was distributed, right? There was a lot of free money given out, 1,400, 600, all these things, and people lived off of it. Right now it's tax season, right?
Yep.
Hey, you made your taxes today. It's last day, guys. So, like I said, I don't know if it's. I think it's parts, right? The government. Are we raising kids to be lazy? What are we doing to solve this problem?
Yeah. Alina?
Go for it.
Well, in my opinion, I've noticed a trend. There's plenty of jobs out there, and people are just not working. I blame the government because I feel like by them issuing money, like I get it, there were some people that they truly needed the money, but
Okay.
there were a lot of people that they didn't, and so they got, for example, a low-paying job by getting
Hmm.
unemployment or qualifying by that aid that the government issue. They were getting paid a lot more. So what happened?
Okay.
They they decided to stay in that, and I'm speaking because I had friends who I offered them jobs, and because they
And
were in
nothing.
that program, they're like, "I'll wait until that program finishes and then I'll find a job." And I got frustrated because here I am. I have two jobs. I've been working two
Okay.
jobs, not by not because I want to. It's just life
Okay.
has been given into me like that. But I feel like there's a job out there. Why don't you work instead of getting that money? Because that money's gonna run out.
And do you think
And
that
so that's my
was
opinion.
okay? And do you think it was everybody, or do you don't think people had that incentive to because it's a minimum wage job, right? And they're increasing the
Right.
minimum wage. So I
I
mean,
think
are not
by
people?
our government. I'm sorry.
Go for it. Go for it.
I feel like that. I I um I I know that the government was trying to help all of us,
Okay.
but at the same time, I think extending the aid handicap or make some people not want to work. Instead, they wanted to continue receiving that nice money without working, and I
Right.
just think it created a trend. I don't think it's parents raising kids that don't want to work. Parenting nowadays is really tough, and I speak for myself because I'm a parent of three kids.
Okay.
I I I, I just feel like it's just tough for
Okay. I think your audio
for our
went out. Sorry
parents.
about that.
Okay.
I have a comment right here. I think Mimi Ramirez said people are just lazy and got used to the money being there. So it's all government's fault. Is that what I'm hearing? Because I mean, like I said, you're right to a certain point, but isn't the reimbursement ended already?
Oh yeah, that ended. But like she was just saying that, probably created that trend. So it's like, they got used to that. So now they're seeking other ways of getting that money, or or easy ways of getting that, because they're not people don't want to work. And I understand your point, but I think that the underlying issue is that, everything that's happening, that, people just uh feel that they don't have the equal rights as other people do, like when it comes to like in the black community, in the Latino community. They feel that we feel, or some of us feel, that other cultures have a head start and we don't. And so that's why, we lash out with, stealing or looting, or something like that, so I guess it's a huge underlying issue.
So right, and you know what upset me the most, that it looked like I said, I can't confirm 100% if it was Latino, but it was Latinos, and I always stated that, like, we started this podcast to help out people, but sometimes it's our own people that
Yeah.
like
It's like
put us in a disadvantage.
I've used this example with you, and I've told you before, where, like, in speaking for Latinos, uh, we're all crabs in a bucket. What are crabs trying to do? They're trying to climb out, and as soon as they see one climbing up, they use their pincers and bring them down.
There's a comment here. Sil, I don't know, SIL.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
seeing
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Yeah.
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Okay.
She's seeing that crime is easy. That the city is easy on crime.
Okay, Sylvia, you want to talk? You want to say something? You made a comment saying that the city is easy on crime.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you.
there you go. Hi, Sylvia.
Hi. Um, yeah, I just think that there's been some certain bills that have passed where obviously the people of Los Angeles or California have voted on where they're getting more lenient on certain crimes. And so there's a threshold of, I think if you steal less than, I don't know the number if it's 1,000 or 5,000. It's not
Okay.
considered a federal crime, and so they release you the next day. So I do think that at least in our city, the um, city officials should revisit and reevaluate crimes.
I agree with that because there's look, if you're doing something wrong, then you need to be punished. You need to face the consequences, and that's pretty much it. But when they start putting a limit or a minimum, then people are going to start doing that, and then it's just like correct me if I'm wrong, like a snowballing effect. It's going to pick up. You're going to keep on doing it, keep on doing it. Eventually, that person is going to do something at a higher level of theft.
Well, if you notice, Walmart, Target, all those places have been getting hit because they can't touch them. You can literally walk in there, grab what you want, walk out because
Yeah.
you can't touch them.
And I've seen it. Like I've been at Target or other stores where they just walk in, they're stealing stuff, and they just stay there. And the people who work there, people with security, they're like, whatever. Like once I went to H&M, guy was stealing something, and then they're like, whatever. What can we do? It's just cops are gonna be here late. Whatever. Let them take it. It's not my life.
Right. Another audience member, Maggie, you have a comment?
Yeah, I think it's been mentioned. I think it's a combination of things. I think you can't just blame it on one thing. I think another reason too that a lot of people don't want to work is just because big corporations have been mistreating employees for such a long time, and employees are realizing that, like, why am I going to give allegiance and work for these corporations that are just taking advantage of us? And I think there are people that are thinking that way and don't want to go back to work, and then there are people that are taking advantage of that and taking it, and hitting up like small businesses because they don't really know. It's just like with everything. There's always a good and a bad. There's always people that are trying to do something, and then people that take advantage of that and go out and mess it up for everybody else. It's not just, but and then the crime thing, I think it's just like, again, it's a lot of different things. Like a lot of people keep saying, oh, well, we don't have, do you want to cut the budgets for the cops? And the budgets for the cops haven't been cut. Like they have the same money that they've always had. And I think it's just cops kind of like punishing people for wanting to not do that. And they're not doing their job like they should be. And I don't think they ever really did do it in the beginning to begin with, but now they're even worse at it. So
There was
I
a
just
whole
think
issue with police, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you call them
Yeah.
and they show up, 3 hours, 4 hours later?
Right. There was a whole issue with defunking the police, right? But no, I mean, I agree. There's a combination of many things.
That's the thing.
Mimi, you want to say something? Mimi, you're on.
Yeah, hi. It's not only that,
I'm gonna read your
another
comment. You
thing is
said there are
that
hardly any
She's-
workers, short
She's
staff.
talking.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
yeah. Well, we were talking about Walmart and Target and all those stores getting hit. There's people don't want to work. They're saying that they're short staffed and everything. So there's
Mhm.
nobody to cover or there's less shifts. So of course people are going to go to hit those places that are easy or big or, that don't have all that coverage to steal, because again, they don't want to
Right.
work. They're seeing hard times. Probably some of them have kids, have to feed them, have to, give them clothes or whatever. And yeah, they're gonna do whatever they can. I saw a 17-year-old going in there getting food. It's like, dude, let
Okay.
me give you some money, for food. Don't. I mean, there's resources. Go to Social Security office. Go to
Yeah, of
the.
course, of course. But I think they're even lazy to do
But
that, to
they're
go look for
but they're taking
resources.
that's even taking so long. The paperwork, because why? Because people are not working in the office. It's hard to get an appointment. It's hard to see someone. So that's even prolonging even more. So that's why I think it's, people just need to get out there and work or something. I don't know. Just find something, do something. There's plenty of jobs everywhere.
So Mimi was saying how there's short staff everywhere, and that's the places that majority of these people are going and hitting.
Okay.
And there's resources out there, but people just don't want to go ahead and look. Like there's jobs out there, but they're just being lazy and know where to go hit.
All right, let me read a couple more comments. Paulina said, it's sad because our country is slowly turning into a Latin American country. All right. Sylvia said, I agree with Paulina. I'm starting to feel like we are in the third world country and living here is still expensive. Paulina said, I think all systems are taking long because there's a lot of people seeking those programs. So is the government doing too much to aid the people? I mean, that's what I'm hearing from you guys. Because like I said, there's programs out there, unemployment's still there, and people are not incentivized to go out and work. So do you agree that we're living in a third world country?
No, we're not living in a third world country. Look, I understand that we're seeing a lot of violence. We're seeing a lot of crime. We're seeing a lot, right? And then supposedly we haven't seen this in about 34 years. But we are actually living in a safer time. It's just hard for us to see this and seeing this right in front of our own eyes. But, when it comes to the government, I feel that they're focusing on things that for short-term results.
Okay.
We need to start focusing on longer-term results, like making programs or so. Like if people who are with felonies and crimes or anything on their record, something to help them out, because we do shun them out. We block them out and we let them know that they're not part of society. And then that's when they lash out. This is when a lot of things happen. I'm not saying that all of them are like that, but that's what happens. This is why it's now going up. And since last year, I can't remember the numbers right now off the top of my head, but the home break-ins from last year, half of that we've experienced now just in the first 3 months of this year.
Okay.
Right? So we need to start, and supposedly it's a lot of people who are just going into homes just to get like expensive stuff so they can be able to feed their families or being able to have a little shelter for themselves. And it's not all that are like that, but some people do it out of desperate needs, necessities, and stuff like that.
Look, I understand what you guys are saying, but okay, we live in California. It's expensive right now, and I get that. So why not work? What happened today? They didn't really steal nothing. It was more damages. It was more expensive for anything. But what did they steal? Like what, $200, $300? And like I said, what incentive do you get? Why not actually go out and work, wake up, and we want everything to go back to normal, right? Look, I understand the mask, no mask, vaccination, great, whatever. But why don't we go back to some normal times and actually go out and work and hustle? Look, I always say, when you come to this country, there's opportunities everywhere. Yes. And if you're not taking advantage of those opportunities, guess what? You're just being lazy. So, yes, you're right. The government, I get that. The police, I get that too. And yeah, some people are raising kids that are to be lazy, because that's a fact as well. But let's get up and go to work.
Yeah.
Honest to God, let's get back to work, because this country was built on working and creating something amazing, right?
Older generations used to work, dude, day in and day out. Guess what? Our parents have what they have because they've worked. They 2 jobs. Oh, give me 3 jobs. That's their mentality. And today's generation isn't thinking that way. So we start, I agree with you. We need to start going back to working hard to get what we want.
All right, let's read a couple more comments. Ram G said, no yet, but we continue. We will. I'm oblivion. What is that? I'm not sure what you meant, but thank you for commenting. Sylvia, you said, good thing we are not dealing with the Richard Ramirez times. That was the murder case, right? Or the rape guy? I'm assuming I'm not sure who he is. But, okay. Let's see. Want to read a couple more?
The Night Stalker.
Oh, the Night Stalker. There you go.
Thanks, Maggie.
Let's read more comments here. Right here.
those statistics are scary, but those statistics are scary because we are at the beginning of the year. Yes, that's exactly what. When I was reading that today, I was like, oh, it's only 3 months in, and we're experiencing crime already at half of from last year. What's going to happen? And then we have so many things that are still coming up this year. You know, like all the elections and the divisiveness that we have here. It's not going to stop. And then so we need to figure out what to do as a community, as Latinos. Speaking for Latinos, we need to figure out what we can do to change this trajectory of society.
Okay, a couple more comments here.
So we have a comment from Ram G. She said, yo creo que las personas son haraganas para trabajar. El sábado vi a una familia que todos estaban pidiendo dinero y eso no se vale. Tenía un rótulo que decía que necesitaba trabajo. And true, I've seen a lot of scammers,
Right.
meaning family that have a home, have a bed, a place to live, and they're out there asking for money with 3 kids.
And the sad thing is that they use their kids, and you feel bad for them, right?
Yeah.
So there's more comments right here. It says, Mimi, you said, comment from our own experience as an owner. Silvia, you have a question to the host. What's your question?
Yeah, or probably in general. Do you feel that as Latinos, we have a harder time feeling sorry for people in this situation because we've struggled? I just kind of noticed, and this is not scientific observations here, but I just think like I feel like Latinos are less sympathetic about people in these situations who steal because we're here saying, well, people are just lazy. What do you
Right.
think?
There was an interference. Can you repeat the question real quick again?
Yeah, do you think Latinos in general have a hard time being empathetic with these people who probably steal or don't want to work or don't have jobs?
Well, look, I think that us Latinos are hard workers. We know immigrants come
Right.
over here to work, and there's people who work the farms. There's people who at the restaurants do dishwashing. I mean, we're workers in general. So it's pretty sad to hear when you're out there stealing. So you kind of like, no, man, it's not fair. So I believe in general, there's two things going on. Yeah, we are hard workers, but at the same time, like we attacked our own people.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a Latino thing where we're feeling sorry for people.
Okay.
I think it's actually a combination of different cultures. And then so like just say like because if you how do you put this? Because nowadays I think we're being just too lenient, not only our police but like or our justice system. I think that us as people we're just being too lenient. We're
There's no accountability.
yeah, and it's because we're like, oh, if you say something like, oh, I believe this, then you're scared of people might turn around and say like, oh, really? So I guess you're from this party or you're this and that. So we don't want to face criticism. Therefore, we're like, oh, just show some some sympathy, and then that should be fine.
Well, como decía mi mamá, si un viejito puede trabajar, porque los que están ahí, in the street working, asking for money, they're all young, if you think about it. See, if she was able to work for so long, past 50s, 60s, whatever,
Right.
then why can the younger generation do it?
Right. And look, my grandma worked until like she was 75.
And imagine, these are not easy jobs. Remember
not.
what they used
They're
to
not
work in
whatsoever.
costura?
House cleaning. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I don't know if it's a younger generation thing, but that's why I keep saying, are we raising kids correctly? I know it might be popular opinion, but that's my gut feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maggie V said a comment. I get that people want to work, but should we also look at the billionaires and how much money they made in the time things were shut down, and yeah, they were taken advantage of. Comments about that?
Yeah, and that's what was the word I used earlier?
Exploit?
No, it's an income inequality. And what does that mean? Income inequality is the richer will get rich on the backs of the poor. And so while they're going up, they're pushing us down or pushing people down. And that's actually the big issue. That's why we need to, I can't give you numbers right now, but that's why there's that enormous gap. And so we need to get back to having, why being not on the same playing field, but around. Like you can't, obviously people work harder, you get rewarded for that. But, you just can't be like, what is it? The 7 rich people are like 50% of the human population. Yeah, we need to close that gap.
Yeah, I hear you. The sad thing is, you're right. Maybe the billionaires are making more money. I get that. But then we're also going into our own communities and creating problems like what happened today. Small businesses, right? During the riots, when there were so many injustices, what happened? We burned our own cities. Look, yeah, people are making lots of money, but we're affecting small businesses here too. So at the same end, yeah, corporations are taking advantage of people, but yet we turn around in our own community and we hit our own community as well. A couple more comments. Julia said, I think people need to stop making excuses. You want to more elaborate on that?
Yeah, and please feel free to unmute yourself
and just speak. Julia, there you go.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Like with me, I'm a dreamer, so a lot of doors have been shut like for me. So I've had to work even harder to do a lot of things. And when I graduated, I decided that I didn't really want anyone to hand things out to me. And when I needed to get a car, like I worked 2 jobs to get my car. Like I worked 7 days a week. And there was certain days where I was working twice a day, like double shifts. And it's just like, it's a matter of not making excuses. Like, I feel like a lot of this is systematic, but in order for us to change the system, we have to put ourselves in those positions. So you make yourself the CEO, you create the business. Like, if you want to be where those businessmen are and make those changes, like, you have to go and chase that. And a lot of people who are like business owners and stuff, we're all immigrants. And I feel like in the Latino community, and like, it's not even Latinos, it's like, if you talk to Arabs or like other like Jewish people, if you see them, they all have businesses. Like they all work harder to be where they are, and it's just a matter of not making excuses and like putting in work. So.
Okay. Sylvia said Julia has a point. Paulina said I agree with Julia. So you're right. At the end, like I always said, take some accountability and for your own stuff. Stealing is stealing. Taking advantage of the small businesses or corporations, doesn't matter. Be accountable, no excuses. And any more questions and comments before we end up this discussion? Anybody else wants to chime in? All right, guys. So I guess not. Thank you guys very much. We really appreciate it. Thank you for having this discussion. Next time we will play more games. Today we don't have a raffle, unfortunately. It was last minute things that happened, like I said, with the small businesses.
But the highlight of the night is what?
What is it?
That Freddy won.
Won.
Here, guys, look. At the end of the day, yes, Freddy did win, but he didn't win no rounds. But okay.
Hey,
I'll take it.
Don't hate.
And that was a no, Nelson.
Don't hate.
I'm not hating. So if you want to watch me eat a habanero on live on Instagram, go ahead and follow Instagram. Make sure you go to YouTube as well and subscribe, comment, because we really appreciate your subscribers.
I know all the ladies want to see that.
Paulina said good conversation and topics. Thank you guys, and continue to sending us ideas. We want to, like I said, this is you guys as well, not just us three. We want you guys to send us things.
We want to be your voice,
right?
So your ideas, your voices. We'll talk about anything,
any games,
and
anything.
share with your friends. Have them come on board and have their comments. I mean, we want to make sure it goes all over.
I promise next time we'll talk about dating again. So, people want to talk about that as well. All right. So like I said, women should be paying first on the first date, like always. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Let's roll the credits and we'll see you next Monday.
Have a good night.
All right.